Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm on my coffee break right now. I just wanted to upload this to show you I'm not a one-trick pony. I I've been working on that mower for 3 days. I finally got it back together and it's running good now. Got its oil changed and a new filter, and she's all raring to go. And I did do some work with it, and it's working great. So, hey, here's to you, the old guy. This is what I do. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I was trying to mow some of my humongous yard here, and my mower quit on me. It quit. I think I know the reason. When I changed the oil in it yesterday, and the instructions in the manual tell me to get a pan that will hold 2.5 quarts of oil. So I got a pan that would hold 2.5 quarts of oil, and I put it down underneath where the exit is. Do you see that little red thing down there? You just reach in from the side over here and pull that out, and then the oil runs into that little indent down there and runs out through that hole. But apparently it runs other places too, because if you look underneath the mower, you find that, let me see if we can get down there. Of course, it ain't so easy getting down, or so hard getting down. It's getting back up that it's more difficult. All right, so you can see in the pulley area here, I hope, that there's a lot of oil on the bottom of that pulley there, and there's a lot of oil up in here. So what I got to do is get that top belt off. Now I first pulled the bottom belt off. That's the belt that drives the mower deck. So that's off. I had to go up front and take it off one of the pulleys up there, because, well, I just don't have much strength in my hands anymore, and I had to get it off of the pulley, and I couldn't do it down here with limited spaces. So I took one off up the deck, and then it came loose here, of course. So now the trick is, there's a idler pulley on here that's spring-loaded with a nice thick spring. I hope you can see that right about in the center. And somewhere in that arm, I'm going to try and find it, is a square hole. And that square hole looks to be covered up by the pulley. I don't know. I can see it kind of back off to the right on your screen. That square hole is a 3/8 hole that you can put a socket or a wrench in, and then you can take the torque off of that idler pulley. So once we get the torque off the idler pulley, then we pull the belt off of one of the other pulleys. There are 3 pulleys in this besides the idler, one for each of the wheels, drive wheels, and then of course this off the engine. So I'm gonna have to try and do that and get that belt loosened up so I can get it off the pulley, and then take it all the way off. And I got a feeling I'm gonna have to do some more, because I don't know if you can see this right here. I don't think I can get the new belt, or for that matter get the old belt out of there without taking, I just noticed a bolt that's loose, without taking this, wait a minute, let me see if I can put a finger on it, this right here off, because that's right up against this clutch. And the belt, I think, will have to come down through there. I don't think there's any way to do it otherwise. So that's my dilemma. Let me get some brake clean and clean up the oil down here first of all. And then I'm going to have to do it with both hands, so I won't be able to use the camera. I might be able to set it back on a tripod someplace, but I doubt you'll be able to see anything because I'll be in the way. Well, it turns out the instructions in the book won't work. And they won't work. I'll see if I can get down there and show you. Because well, you might be able to get it, but do you see this hole here? You're supposed to put your 3/8 drive extension in there, or whatever, breaker bar, and then turn that back. But quite frankly, that wouldn't work, I don't think, because the idler pulley's in the way, so you could never get it in there. So it fastens to this, hopefully you can see it, that bracket right there, this spring. And I took my, let me see what I can find here, my spring puller, and just pulled it off of this bracket right here, if you can see that. Now I got the belt loose. Now I can take it off the pulleys, which are on each one of these drive units. These are hydraulic drive units. And let me see what the chances are. You can see the belt right up there. I don't know if I can get my hand in there to get it out. The tension should be taken off. Let's see. There's the tension's off. Now I need to get that belt off the pulley, and then around I need to take it off the center pulley. I need to get some space here. Wait a minute. All right. That gives me more space. Now, there's another one of these units on the other side with another pulley just like that one. So, let's crawl over there. Let's see if we can get that one off. There is that one. So, move that up. Now we should be able to pull that. Well, you see there, I got that one up now, up top, right here, and we should be able to pull that belt back. And then we won't be able to get it off because this thing is in the way. All right, so I got the old belt off, and I kind of got the new one up there by taking out this nut here and allowing this to fall down far enough so I could get the belt past this thing that holds the clutch plate. So then I got the belt hooked around the one of these on the other side. It's got a pulley right like this. Wait. That turns awful hard. I wonder if there's something caught in there. Looks like there is. I better get some pliers and see if I can get that out of there. Well, I've been at it for about 3 hours, crawling around underneath that thing and trying to get things to go to where they don't want to go, and the sun's going down and I'm tired. So I'm going to call it a day, and I'll come out with a better attitude tomorrow. Alright, it's the next day. You see this belt here? I've got it kind of in place, but it needs to go up on this pulley. But before I put it up on that pulley, I need to get it hooked around over here. There's 2 pulleys. Let's see if I can show you. You see that fan up there? That's the cooler for this left drive. And hopefully, I don't know if you can see it or not. I can't tell if you can see it. But there's another fan over on this side. And I need to get that belt around that one too. Now on that one, you see the belt's right here. And it's kind of turned. But out here, if you look, you'll see that I've tied a string around it. And so I can pull it out. But I need to get it around both those pulleys. This pulley here. And this pulley, hopefully you can see, over here. And I don't know if I can do that or not, but I'm going to stop recording right now because I need both hands. So GoPro, stop recording. All right. I don't know if you can see it up there. That brown thing is the belt, and it is on the pulley. That's on the left side. And on the right side. I can take the string out of here now, but I need to do a couple of other things. There's something wrapped around the base of that fan. Underneath that fan, there's something down there. Now the drive pulley is here, and this belt has to go up on that drive pulley. So that will be my next trick. Once I get that done, then I got to get the idler pulley that puts tension on it back in place. I'll be back. All right, so I got the belt over all 3 pulleys. Now we need to get the idler up there so we can put some tension on it. Without the idler, you won't go anywhere. So let's take a look at that. How am I going to get this over this hook right here? That could provide a problem. So let us get our spring hook and see if there's any way we can get that up here. All right, folks. I think she's all back together. Let's see if it goes anywhere. I gotta admit, I love the smell of lilacs. We used to have both white and purple, but now this is the only one left. Well, folks, I got that one piece done, but there's a lot more to do here. I gotta mow all this down to the fence row. It's getting really long over there on that's on the south side of the house, and but now I got to go pick up some trash and some sticks and so on. Let's hook the little trailer up to the ATV, and all right. This old girl's been sitting out in a rainstorm yesterday, and I need to, of course, take 2 hands because you got to hold the clutch in to start it. Well, how's that? No, that won't work either, will it? Well, we'll just do it this way then. Whenever it does that, you got to turn it off for a second and start it again. I don't know what the reason for that is, but I know that if I don't do that, it'll go ahead and start after it kind of bogs up there right at first. But then when it comes to running, why the power steering won't work, and this thing steers awful hard without power steering. So let's get over where the garbage is and do a little pickup. What do you say? All right, we got to pick up all these branches that I cut off the other day so they wouldn't hit me in the face when I was mowing here. This, Mr. Raccoon, decided that, well, he wanted to see what was in that bag. So he opened it up and scattered everything all around. This is, I'm not sure what kind of bush this is. My grandmother used to like it. I think it was called a baby's breath or something like that. And she always loved it. It gets little white flowers on it. All right, Jack, get to work. All righty, first load one more load of this stuff to go. And then just wandering around the yard picking up sticks that have fallen off trees and cutting down trees that you don't want anymore. So, we'll be back. All right, load number 2, ready to go. Another load here. By the way, I really like that little DeWalt chainsaw, battery powered. The only thing it would be better is if they had the safety switch located a little closer. But anyway, one more load after this one, and then we'll be mowing some more. All this stuff has to be mowed. You see it. There's a crabapple tree that's lost a couple limbs down there, but I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, what you're seeing right here used to be the highway. As you can see, the highway's over there now. And it went back there, and then it joins up with what is the highway now. We used it as an entrance way to the farm here for a number of years, and then quit using it and started using what's on the other side of that fence up there. So it grew over, so I decided I would mow it. And the third and final load. It's only 10:30, so I've got quite a bit done this morning. Off to unload. Well, folks, it's only 10:30. We've accomplished quite a bit. We mowed a big piece of lawn here. We took 3 loads of broken limbs and such down to the pile down there that someday will go up in flame. And well, what else? Oh yeah, we fixed the mower. How could I forget that after 3 days of pondering how I was going to do it? So the mower's working great now, and we got a lot more to mow. So I will see you later. It's time for my mid-morning coffee break. GoPro, stop recording.